Hey guys, it's Josh. Okay, so we're going to go over our lists. It's going to be Mordor taking on Rivendell today. And we already rolled up our scenario. We'll look into that and then we'll get this game started. So for me, I'm playing Mordor. So we've got the Witch King, and in his warband, he has 3 Black Numenoreans and 5 Moranan orcs with spear shield, and one of them has a banner. And then we have a normal Ringwraith with 2 Black Numenoreans and 6 Moranan orcs with spear and shield. And then my Ringwraith and Witch King are kitted out because I totally forgot to bring some orcs today. So the Witch King has 3 might, 3 will, or sorry, not 3 will, 18 will, and 3 fate. And my Ringwraith has 2 might, 2 fate, and 11 will. And then so Dan is playing Rivendell. So Dan, why don't you tell us what your list is?
Yeah, so I got Rivendell. This is my first time playing it, so I just took some experimental stuff. So I started with Big Daddy Gil Galad on his horse with a shield. And in his warband, I have a warrior with a banner and shield. I have 4 warriors with spear and shield, and 2 warriors with swords, and 2 Rivendell Knights with shield. And all of them are upgraded to be Kingsguard. And then I didn't get enough painted today, so I threw Legolas in to keep the elf theme, and the only upgrade he has is an elven cloak.
So the scenario we rolled up was to the death. So probably a good one for the elves. We're basically starting 12 inches up, and we're going to be meeting in the middle and killing each other. Just trying to keep our leaders alive, keep our banners alive, and kill models. So let's see how things go. All right, so back with you guys after deployment. So we can see Mordor deployed over here, Rivendell deployed over here. And just a quick note, if you guys think any of this terrain is cool, we sell it in our shop. So if you like what you're looking at, check out our shop at etsy.com/shop/Battlebond miniatures. All right, we'll get to the first priority roll of the game.
1, good start.
And 5. I guess it's over to me.
Yeah.
All right, so exciting first round for this game. So Mordor just moved up here. There's no shooting, no magic, no one was in range. Rivendell moved up here from over there. The horses move full, or the knights move full, sorry, so they're not going to be shooting. And then Legolas just moved 3. So he's actually going to take some shots over here into these guys. So let's see how it goes.
Be hitting on 4s. We got 1 hit. Okay. Defense 6 to strength 3. I don't remember, but
6s,
miss.
nothing.
Okay.
All right. So
exciting.
What an eventful turn 1. So we might as well roll for priority for round 2.
Got a 4.
And I'm 1. So it goes to Dan. Over to good. And we'll come back to you guys with the next round. Okay, so we're coming back to you guys in the movement phase. And everybody's pretty much moved where they're going to, except for this Ringwraith. The Witch King's only moved half here right now, and then he's going to go through and try to black dart Gil Galad's horse right here. So let's see what happens. So I need a 5. So we got 1, so I don't need to use my reroll. And then on a 3, I kill it. It's a 1, of course. So I guess I'll might twice and kill his horse because that's got to happen. Yeah. And then if you want to do your Fallen Rider check, Dan.
Yeah. Does Expert Rider help with that?
You get to reroll it.
Okay. And it's
so 4, so he's fine.
But off his list.
Yep. And he can't do anything because it's not a 6. So coming back with this Ringwraith's turn. So he moved up here, and then he's going to try to sap will on this now horseless Gil Galad. So I'm going to throw 2 dice into it, and let's see if we get the 5. So we got the 4, so I'll might it up to a 5.
Okay, and I threw 1 will to try and defend, and I failed. So I lose D3 will.
Yep, so I'll sap D3 will from him. So
that's all of
it. 6, so that's
0.
all the rest of his will. All right. Good job, buddy. That's what you're here for.
Yeah.
And then he's just going to move back over here and hide behind his little mooks. Okay, so the only shooting of this round is going to be Legolas over there, shooting into these guys. And he didn't move, so he's hitting on threes.
Threes, okay. All hit.
Okay.
Excellent.
Looking for sixes.
No, and no might. Not worth mighting.
All right, so
going about as good as my shooting normally goes.
That's right. Shooting is ineffective once again.
Yeah.
And we'll come back to you guys with some hero combats. So coming back to you guys with the Gil Galad fight is going to be against this Black Numenorean and this Moranan orc. So let's see how things
just
go.
a reminder, he fell off his horse, so this is just for defending. He's got a 4. Oh, I get a reroll.
Lord
of the West. 2.
All right, so he's a 4 high.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, he still beats me.
Woo! Fight 9!
All right, so nothing happens.
Nothing happened.
And then with a recap for everything else, so this night that I charged, I knocked him off his horse. This night I killed, and that's it for casualties. So we'll be rolling for priority for the next round.
Got a 5.
So 5 for good, 4 for evil. So it's going to be good again. And we'll come back to you guys with the next round. Coming back to you guys with round 3. So we're just in the middle of movements here. And I'm at my Ringwraith right there. So this is where all of Rivendell ended up. And then obviously Legolas is over there hanging out by himself. So part of that is Gil Galad ended up in combat with the Witch King. So this Ringwraith is going to try to help out the Witch King by transfixing Gil Galad. And if you guys remember from last round, he's out of will. So I just got to get a 3+. So 2 dice, need a 3 for that sweet, sweet transfix.
Got it.
There we go. We got it. Got it on a 4. So now if he wins, he can't do anything. And we'll come back to you guys with the at the end of the movement and some shooting. Back to you guys with the shooting. So only shooting is going to come from Legolas, and he's going to try and get into these guys. So these 2 orcs actually failed their courage checks to try to get into Gil Galad. So that's why they're just standing there out in the open. So let's see how he does.
So shooting the arrows at them. Hit with all of them. Nice. And I believe sixes was what we determined. So got one. So I started with the front one. So I'll take that guy off.
That's 1 orc down.
Yes, my first kill, I think.
So we're coming back to you guys with this mighty hero combat. So let's just see if Gil Galad rolls a 6, and then I don't have to bother. Oh, 5 high.
5 high.
So I get 3 for the Witch King and his crown, and 2 for 2 more orcs. So let's see if I can get the 6 and force his last might out of him, maybe. Oh, it looks like no.
No.
He wins.
Yeah.
Okay. Just doing a quick recap of the end of the round. I lost 2 orcs for one of Dan's elves that was over here. So let's do our roll for priority.
6.
All right, I need a 6.
Yep.
No, 4.
I got priority.
Yep. So we'll come back to you guys with any heroics that happen. The Ringwraith here called a heroic move, and it wasn't countered by Gil Galad, who I was mistaken, actually still has 3 might. So he's going to start by trying to transfix Gil Galad with 1 dice, and then we'll move everybody else around and do maybe a little bit more magic and then go from there. So let's see.
Looking for that 3.
On a 3.
Got it.
All right, got it on a 6. Nice. And I should mention that he is also out of might now, so he is pretty much just a spell battery at this point. So almost on the heroic move here. We just have the Witch King left, so he's going to throw a cheeky black dart into Gil Galad, because that's probably the only way I'm ever going to wound him. So we'll see. I've got 2 dice looking for 5s, and I get to re-roll 1 if they miss.
Got it.
We got a 6, and he can't resist it.
Yep.
Nice.
Looking for a 4.
And then, 4 to wound. And I still have a might on the Witch King, so...
Got it.
Don't need it, so...
Okay, I'm gonna use my 1 fate, because you get a point for wounding, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so looking for a 4 up. I will might that to a 4.
Okay.
So I'm down to 2 might.
So 2 might, no fate for Gil Galad. He's transfixed right there.
Yep.
And we'll just see if we can keep draining resources off of him.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to you guys with the shooting from Legolas over there. So Legolas has decided he's going to look downrange and send 3 shots into this Ringwraith and hope to get some 6s by 4s.
Yep, he's got all his might, so I'm just kind of hoping to get close. So he didn't move, 3s. I'm getting good with the hits. And then 6s. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to might this up to a 6. And then go for 2 4s.
Well, one 4 and 1 3, so do them.
Oh, I forgot that it affects both. So this is the 4-1, and this is the 3-1. Ooh, so, I'm going to might that.
Okay.
So he's down, Legolas is down to 1 might. But I do kill him.
So the Ringwraith takes a wound, and we'll see.
Fate him,
he's got 2 fate.
Okay.
So we'll see if he can fate this. So
he's good.
He does. All right. So not dead yet.
Not dead
despite
yet.
Legolas's best efforts.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to you guys with the end of the combat. Getting to the end of round 4 here. Another elf suffered a casualty, and no orcs died, luckily enough.
No.
So they're doing pretty well in combats. So let's do our priority for round 5 to see.
Got the 4.
All right, 4. So it goes to me because it was good last time. So would you like to call anything, Dan?
Yeah, I will call a heroic move with Gil Galad.
Okay. And I guess I'll use the Witch King's last might to counter. So let's see who it goes to. 1 to 3 is me, 4 to 6 is Dan. It is 2, so that is over to me.
Okay.
All right, so we'll come back to you guys after the movement. We got to start off the move here with the Witch King. So he's going to start things off by trying to Black Dart Gil Galad. And we're going to 2 dice it again, needing 5s. I get a reroll on one of these dice. So we got the 5, so it goes through. And then he is defense 8,
yes.
And the attack is strength 9, so I need a 4. So it goes through. So
and I have no fate, so I just take the wound.
Yeah, we did a wound to the leader. Thank goodness. All right, come back to you guys again. Okay, so coming back to you guys, still in the movement phase. This Ringwraith here is going to try to transfix Gil Galad. So needing 3s, using 2 dice. All right, so good thing we used 2. So he's going to be transfixed, won't be able to do anything, won't be able to do his move or anything like that. And in case you guys haven't been keeping track, that's it for might on my side. So I can't do anything to counter any moves Dan does in the future. Coming back to you guys in the shooting phase. So literally, again, only shooting from Legolas. And he's going to send his 2+ shot into the Witch King over here.
Yep,
so
going for the long bomb to get the wound.
Let's see how that goes.
He hits
through.
And 6s. He's the
6s by
same as
4s.
the other Ringwraith?
Yeah.
Got the 6.
All right.
Got the 4.
Didn't even have to might anything.
Nice.
All right. So let's go through some fates here. The Witch King has 3 fates. So let's see. 4+. We get it. So lose a fate for that.
Yeah.
That's a 6 shot by Legolas.
Yeah.
All right. And we don't really have any heroes in combat right now. So we'll come back to you guys at the end of the round. Coming back to you guys at the end of the combat phase. So the elves finally decide to show up. Rolled a lot of 6s for their combats and while they were shielding. So no orcs or anything died, but neither did any of the elves. So that's good for them. And we'll go on to our priority roll for next round.
Got a 5.
So big 5. Oh, bigger 6.
Nice.
So Evil gets it again. Would you like to call anything, Dan?
I don't think so, because I don't think there's any way for Gil Galad. You screened him off really nicely, so I won't bother.
Okay, so looks like Evil will get priority. Nothing is called, so we'll come back to you guys after the movement. Getting to the end of the movement phase here, we're going to do the Witch King, and he's just going to toss a 1 die transfix into Gil Galad. So hopefully I can get it on 3-up rerollable and keep him in place. Yep, there's the 3, and he can't resist it, so he's just sitting there doing nothing.
Getting very, very sleepy.
All right, we're into the shooting phase now. And again, the only shooter is going to be Legolas. So he's going to try and free up his trap banner here by doing a 2-up shot into this combat. So let's see how that goes. So he gets it.
Looking for the 6. No.
No, and not enough might to kill the guy, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, so on to combats. Again, there's no heroes in combat, so we'll just come back to you guys after the combat phase is done. So end of the combat phase for round 6. The Mordor actually managed to get 2 elf kills, which brought Rivendell down to 50%. So they're going to have to start taking courage checks in the next round here. And yeah, we're going to roll for priority for the next round to see who gets it.
Okay, so we'll do the good roll. 2.
All right.
Goes to evil.
Looks like it's still evil. So would you like to call anything, Dan?
No.
All right. So we'll come back to you guys in the movement phase with some magic.
If you like what you're watching, consider giving the channel a like and subscribe. And if you feel like helping us out, check out our shop at etsy.com/shop/Battlebond miniatures, where we sell a variety of proxies for various tabletop war games, as well as terrain to go with it. Thanks for watching.
We're on to the Witch King right now, and he has again decided to take matters into his own hands, and he's going to toss a black dart into the banner over here to hopefully get rid of that and net some extra points. So we're going to throw 2 dice at it, need 5s, and we got it on a 6. And then I need 3s to wound, with it being strength 9 versus his defensive 6.
Got it.
We got the 3, so banner's gone.
Gone.
Extra points for Mordor. All right, things are looking pretty bad for the elves.
Yeah.
End of the movement for this round. Gil Galad was not transfixed this time, so he decided to run up over here to engage this orc. And going into the shooting, Legolas is going to try to snipe the Witch King again.
Okay,
so we'll see how that goes.
2. Got it. Needs the 6s by 4s.
Yep.
I'm going to might that.
Okay.
Last might, so no more might for Legolas. And a 4, right? Or 3. Got it.
Okay.
So we got the fate rolls.
Yep, we'll roll fate. 4 up. He makes it.
Could have at least used both the fate.
Witch King is down to 1 fate, no might, and 8 will.
Yep.
And the other Ringwraith is 1 fate and 4 will.
And Gil Galad has 1 might, and that's all my might.
Okay. So we'll come back to you guys with some combats. The only hero we have in combat right now is Gil Galad. He didn't call a hero combat or anything. He's just fighting this 1 orc. And that 1 orc is going to shield. So let's see. Big 6?
Oh.
No.
Oh, Lord of the West. Might as well do that now.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
All right. 4. Looking to beat a 4. So 5 or 6. Come on, baby. Nope.
Do you have a banner?
Just tied it. No, I think I'm outside of that. Yeah. So, yep.
Okay.
Gil Galad wins.
And he gets +1 to wound. And he's strength 3, I'm thinking. Oh, he's strength 4. Okay, so any 5s? +1 to 4s, yeah. Got him.
All right, so that's another dead orc.
Gil Galad's first kill.
All right, good job, buddy.
Yeah.
So let's get into our priority roll for next round.
4.
4, all right. And a 5, so evil again.
Yeah.
All right, would you like to call anything, Dan?
No, I can't get to you, so. Nope.
All right, and there's no might on Mordor's side, so we're just going to go into our regular movements. First thing happening this movement round is going to be this Ringwraith tossing a transfix into Gil Galad, using 1 dice, needing a 3. Let's see how it goes. Got it with the 5. So he's just stuck there doing nothing, and we'll see if I can kill some more elves. Witch King decided that he also wanted to take some matters into his own hands, and we're going to try a black dart into this guy, hoping to kill him and get Dan almost down to 25%. So looking for 5s on 2. I get to re-roll 1 of these dice. So we got a 6. And then
3.
Looking for a 3. 3 to kill.
Got
so
it.
Got it.
That was this guy?
Yep. So that guy's dead.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1 more guy you need to kill.
So yeah, 1 more guy, and then Dan's at 25% and the game ends. And we'll get into the rest of the movement. So end of the movement phase. Everything, both elves here are trapped. Gil Galad is busy being transfixed. So Legolas is going to take things into his own hands and send a shot over into my banner over here on a 2.
2. Got it. And then a 6, I think.
Gets it.
So you got to pick it up.
All right. So this guy dies, and the guy beside him is going to pick it up. But man, that was a 6 shot.
Yeah.
So the combat phase for this saw Mordor killing 1 elf, which brought Rivendell down to 25%. So that means the game is going to end here. We tallied up the score, and it is a 9-0 victory for Mordor. I mean, I don't have much to say on my side except that everything pretty much went my way until probably about mid-game when Dan finally started being able to win combats.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like being able to just transfix Gil Galad and stuff made a pretty big difference because I know he definitely could have walked through all of my troops. So
yeah, I agree. I really felt so. My original list didn't have Legolas, but I didn't get enough painted time. I really felt the outnumbering.
Yeah.
I think having because I lost 1 horse and 4 elves for Legolas.
Yeah.
And I need to figure out a way to defend against magic because that tends to be my bane in every single game, and I haven't learned the rules enough to really know what the way to do that is.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, it sucks because you play me, and you know me. I just like to play Ringwraiths when
Yeah.
I play Mordor, right? Just because I like the Ringwraiths, not for
Yeah.
any other particular reason. But they do tend to be good at stopping big heroes, right? And in this case, especially because I forgot a bunch of orcs. So what that meant is I actually had to bump up a bunch of willpower on both of them, which meant
Yep.
they were actually even more potent than
Yeah.
normal than they would have been. So the Witch King's down to 6 will,
Mhm.
and the Ringwraith is down to 3. So they probably would have been both down to 1 a couple rounds ago.
Yeah.
If I would have remembered those orcs instead.
And I think about midway through the game, there was a really crucial priority roll where if I won the heroic that you would have inevitably called to save it, I could have been into the Witch King with Gil Galad.
Yeah.
Which could have given me at least a chance. But overall, I like the elves. I think I just want to focus on painting the rest of the army so that I can run a more normal army. That being said, Legolas did probably kill the most.
Yeah, he definitely did. So the casualties on the Mordor side were 4 orcs, and I'm pretty sure they all came from. Oh no, 1 came from Gil Galad, and the rest of them
Legolas,
came
I
from
think.
Legolas. Yeah,
Because that's where the outnumbering I really felt it because I had to shield every combat pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah, but still, fun game. It was a good learning experience, and I like the look of the elves.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome to play the elves. So yeah, thanks for watching. And if you guys like what you saw, please give us a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and stay tuned for another MESBG battle report.